Accidents. They happen every day. A slip on a wet floor, a dropped phone, a fender bender. These incidents, often dismissed as accidents, are frequently seen as unavoidable misfortunes. We tend to shrug them off as bad luck or fate. But what if these accidents are not as random as we think? What if, beneath the surface, a hidden culprit lurks: carelessness? It's easy to dismiss minor mishaps. We've all been there, distracted, rushed, or simply not paying attention. Yet it's crucial to recognize that these seemingly insignificant incidents reveal a deeper issue: our vulnerability to carelessness. By understanding the link between carelessness and accidents, we can begin to unravel the truth. Accidents are not always inevitable. They are often preventable consequences of our actions. Carelessness takes many forms: distraction, haste, disregard for safety, or a simple lack of awareness. It's the invisible force that transforms a routine situation into a potential hazard. Consider the act of driving. A moment of distraction, checking a text message, changing the radio station, or even daydreaming can have devastating consequences. Suddenly the car in front brakes and the lapse in attention becomes a rear-end collision. Or imagine a construction site. Workers, fatigued or complacent, neglect safety protocols. A loose scaffold, an unsecured harness, or a misplaced tool becomes a recipe for disaster. Carelessness, however subtle, acts as a catalyst, setting in motion a chain of events that can lead to harm, damage, and even loss of life. The consequences of carelessness exist on a spectrum. At one end are minor mishaps: a spilled cup of coffee, a stubbed toe, a forgotten appointment. These incidents might elicit frustration or annoyance, but their impact is generally fleeting. However, as carelessness increases, so does the severity of the outcome. A misplaced ladder becomes a fall, a disregarded traffic signal becomes a car crash, and a neglected fire hazard becomes a raging inferno. The degree of carelessness often correlates directly with the magnitude of the accident. A momentary lapse in judgment might lead to a bruise, while a blatant disregard for safety can result in catastrophe. Section 4. From stumbles to catastrophes. We often associate accidents with large-scale disasters, plane crashes, factory explosions, or oil spills. While these events are undeniably tragic and impactful, it's important to remember that carelessness also permeates our daily lives, leading to countless smaller-scale accidents. Consider the simple act of walking down the street. A pedestrian glued to their phone, oblivious to their surroundings, walks into a lamppost or trips on the curb. A homeowner, rushing to answer the door, misses a step and tumbles down the stairs. These everyday accidents might seem trivial compared to major disasters. However, they highlight the pervasive nature of carelessness and its potential to cause harm, no matter how seemingly insignificant. Section 5. When negligence becomes disaster. History is replete with examples of how carelessness, particularly on a larger scale, can have catastrophic consequences. The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 stands as a chilling testament to the devastating power of human error and negligence. A series of flawed reactor design choices, coupled with a disregard for safety protocols and inadequate training, culminated in a catastrophic nuclear meltdown. The explosion and subsequent release of radioactive material resulted in widespread environmental contamination and countless casualties. Chernobyl serves as a stark reminder that the consequences of carelessness can extend far beyond the immediate incident. The disaster's legacy continues to affect the region and its inhabitants, highlighting the long-term and potentially irreversible impact of human negligence. Section 6. A call for responsibility. The good news is that accidents, to a significant extent, are preventable. By acknowledging carelessness as a root cause and taking proactive steps to mitigate it, we can create a safer world for ourselves and future generations. This begins with individual responsibility. By cultivating awareness of our surroundings, practicing mindfulness in our actions, and prioritizing safety over convenience, we can minimize the risk of accidents in our daily lives. On a broader scale, authorities, organizations, and industries must prioritize safety regulations, rigorous training programs, and a culture of accountability. By implementing robust safety measures and fostering a proactive approach to hazard identification, we can collectively work towards preventing accidents before they occur. The path to a safer world starts with recognizing the hidden dangers of carelessness. It's a call to action for each of us to become more aware, responsible, and proactive in our daily lives. Remember, accidents don't just happen. They are often the preventable consequences of our choices and actions. Let's choose wisely.